Chloe from Cooking Chef.
And this is Kian from Cooking Chefs, and today we're going to be making lentils. This is a traditional Spanish way of making it. Maybe it's not traditional, but like we've always made it when I was living in Spain with my mother and the family. They loved lentils. So yeah, today we're going to be making my own kind of recipe, my own kind of way of doing it. I hope you guys enjoy it, and I'll see you guys in the video. So guys, now in the video we're going to start chopping up all the veg, and we're going to chop the veg into big pieces because we want them cooking there for a long while. If we cut them small, then the pieces will disintegrate and they won't have any kind of texture. So yeah, we're going to start frying the veg from the hardest to the softest, and then add the chorizo and the bacon. So there's going to be crazy amount of flavor on our pan before we actually add our lentils and our water. We're going to keep all the shells of the shrimps because we're going to have to make a stock with it. Just make sure when you peel the shrimps that you remove the inside of the intestines, because that leaves like a little bit of a bitter taste. So yeah, now we're going to start frying the veg. We want to add those tomatoes last thing before we add the lentils in the water, basically because we don't want all that water from the tomatoes to leave and evaporate. Okay, so for the prawn stock, we're going to put up some oil, heat up our pan really hot, and add those shells in. We're going to give those shells a little bit of color, and so those flavors intensify real good. Then we're going to add the water, let it simmer there for about 20 to 35 minutes. After that, we're going to blend it, and we're going to sift that twice. With all those small shells, you really want to sift that properly, because or else you're going to have shells in your lentils, and that's the last thing you want to do. Make sure you squeeze out those little pieces of shell that you have left over, and then you're ready to add those lentils to your veg. We're going to add the veg and the chicken stock that we got prepared, and then add the prawn stock. The prawn stock is going to give a really big contrast and add loads of taste to our lentils, so make sure you don't skip that step. So to add even more flavor to our lentils, we're going to toast a little bit of curry paste and smoked paprika. And I tell you, this paprika is Pimenton de la Vera, Spanish paprika, which is the best that you can find. I really recommend to use this paprika. It'll change your experience completely. Once we've added the curry, we're going to cook it on low heat for an hour 30 minutes without covering, and then we're going to add the cocoa milk and the butter. Then we're going to leave it without any fire, with no fire underneath, and we're going to cover it for 40 minutes. 30 minutes in, we're going to add our lemon juice and our prawns, and let those prawns just cook with the remaining heat that's in the lentils. You don't want to overcook them either. And for 10 minutes on the remaining heat, they're going to be perfect, an amazing texture they're going to have on them. So yeah, make sure you plate that up, and you got your lentils prepared, and those prawns are going to be amazing. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed this recipe. Plate it up your own way and make your own recipe. I hope you guys leave your opinion in the comments, and I'll see you next week. Alright guys.